What is up, everybody? It is pouring down rain at my house. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's great though, the temperatures finally have cooled off because of that. And I decided I was going to hop on and just do a little video and chat about my plans for the next few months. 2 months, not even 2 months. Well, yeah, kind of 2 months. So we're in the middle of October right now. We've got November, December ahead of us. December is going to be pretty full with Rogue Trader. I think that's the only game I'm going to play through the month of December. I'm just going to buckle down like I did with Solasta. I think I did that with both the Pathfinder games. I did not do that with Baldur's Gate 3. I went only Baldur's Gate 3 for a few weeks, actually more than a few weeks, a few months. Um, and then got distracted because Starfield launched and Cyberpunk launched, and then early October like was a glut of these Game Pass games, like going in there and trying out Lamplighters League and Dark Tide, Gotham Knights, and other stuff. It's been a really good like 6 weeks of lots of first impression videos and lots of different games. All of them have been fun. I still haven't tried Bramble. I haven't had a chance to get to that one yet, but still playing Cyberpunks. I just got Dragon's Dogma. I recorded my first impressions video this morning. I don't know where it's going to air in relation to this, but that's going to get a playthrough either in November or January. Don't know yet. Forza Motorsport just dropped. It's incredibly fun. I'd love to do a playthrough of Gotham Knights for the story. It's supposedly, I think it was like 30 hours, so it might be possible for me to do that, but I got to find time. Jusant's coming. I got to try that. That's going to be some time there. Lamplighters League, in and out. It's probably going to stay there for quite some time. Sea of Thieves, I only play with my brother and my sister-in-law. Starfield, I'm still playing. And Dark Tide, I played it on the PC, and now I'm putting together first impressions of that. So, getting ready to do that. And I've got other stuff coming, like recently added. I'm good there. Where's the coming to Game Pass? I think the only one out of these that are coming is Jusant. That's the only one I want to play. None of the other ones interest me at all. So I don't really care about that. So what this means is that I now have a pretty clear path for the next, the rest of 2023, basically. So let's chat about that real quick. I got to finish Baldur's Gate 3. My druid is deep into Act 3 and has been for a long time. My number one priority is finishing that druid character so that I can then bring the sorcerer online and start streaming him. First, and he's in Act 1. I think he's in Underdark right now. I got to finish Starfield. And Starfield's going to be pretty direct. I've done everything I wanted to do in Starfield now. There are three storylines that I haven't done out of the factions. I may do one of them before I finish up the Constellation quest line, but I'm in the end game right now for Starfield. So that's my next priority. After the Druid getting through Baldur's Gate 3, the next one is going to be Starfield because I'm pretty close. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the last one because I'm so far done from completing that playthrough because it's so big and I'm only like 60 hours in. So I've got at least another 150 hours left on Cyberpunk, clearing missions and side gigs and doing all the things that I want to do in that game. So priority is Baldur's Gate 3, get that done as quickly as possible. Then Starfield, get that done as quickly as possible. Then I'm going to switch over to Cyberpunk 2077 and be working on that until Rogue Trader drops in early December. Now, I went ahead and paid for the PC version to do my R&D in terms of learning the game, learning the lore, learning the baby steps of Rogue Trader and Warhammer. Um, but I'm going to be playing that on the Xbox here. So as soon as that drops, I think it's December 2nd. Let me double check that. Rogue Trader launch date. Could be wrong. I know it's December something. Um, my internet's being really poopy today because we're having major storms everywhere. There it goes, December 7th. So, up until that point, I will be weaving in Rogue Trader stuff. I've done 6 videos, 8 videos, something like that over the last couple of weeks. I will continue to trickle in stuff as I go and start to focus more heavily on that. once I get probably to the point where Cyberpunk 2077 is hitting, I'll be focusing more on Rogue Trader because I'll have Starfield done and Baldur's Gate 3 done, and then I can go full Rogue Trader on December 7th. And the plan is to just from December 7th on, I'm just gonna play um, Rogue Trader. I almost said Dragon's Dogma. No, Rogue Trader, which means more than likely Dragon's Dogma is going to end up coming in January because I just don't know that I'm going to have time in November. Um, but yeah, Dragon's Dogma is getting out there first of the year, so Rogue Trader should probably take me 3 weeks. It'll take me the holidays. It'll take me through December, from December 7th until the end of the month. I anticipate at least 3 weeks, in Rogue Trader, possibly more. It just depends on how completionist I go. And then once that's done, if there's anything left of Cyberpunk 2077, I'll be wrapping that up and then diving into Dragon's Dogma. Now, this is an unmentioned Forza Motorsport. This is going to be my personal. It's usually either MLB The Show, NBA 2K, or Madden. I usually have one of those installed. Excuse me, which is my me game. I don't ever stream. I don't make content around those games. I did do a handful. I did like a couple of like a first impressions and a final thought. I did a review on Forza Motorsport and I streamed it a couple of times. But the rest of it's just going to be me because I've already captured the essence of what I wanted to show, and the rest of it's just me diving in and driving cars and leveling those up whenever I want and having free time. So this will probably be on my Xbox for 6 months, maybe more. It depends on if I get into the multiplayer too much, but knowing how I've previously played Gran Turismo and F1, this is at least 6 months on my disc, and then we will see from there. That's sort of it for the rest of 2023. 2024, which I'll make a different post about this later, but it's more than likely going to be started off by Dragon's Dogma, and then from there we're just going to go in because there's usually a February or March launch of something major, so I don't know what that's going to be yet. The games that I'm anticipating next year are Star Wars Outlaws and Avowed from Obsidian Entertainment. Those are my two number ones for next year. Dragon Dogma 2 is coming, so I need to get that played before that game comes out, and I think that's a 2024, so that one's there. The Dune game that they're launching, I'm very tentative about because it's supposedly PvP, and I don't want to play PvP. I hate MMOs, and it's a survival game on top of it, which makes me cringe. But it's Dune, and I love the IP. So anyway, I'm getting into stuff that I should save for another video. So we'll talk about my 2024 stuff later. The big thing is that's the rest of my 2023. Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, Cyberpunk, getting into Rogue Trader launch the rest of December, and then as soon as that's done, I'm going to dive into Dragon's Dogma, the first game, and play that. So, if all that sounds good to you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. I'm going to be starting to do more Let's Play videos that are longer in sessions because we're starting to do a lot of outside stuff. I have a video up talking about this in greater detail with our members. So if you want to join as a member of the channel, this is the perfect plug for that because you get private videos 2 or 3 times a week. So I talk about that in greater detail, but I've got tons of homestead stuff to do, so having a weird schedule right now, I'm going to be doing more Let's Play videos. And so those of you who like to watch me play, if you can't tune into a live stream, never fear, we'll have more stuff coming for you as well. And that's just the rest of this year. I'm starting to do YouTube Shorts more regularly, so if you are using your phones, feel free to check those out. I don't have those going out as usually. I don't send notifications to the subscribers that those are going out. I just use those as marketing material for the channel. So those kind of go out noiselessly, and then they might pop up on your feed. So if you see those, feel free to interact with them because it helps out in the algorithm. And also, if you're on TikTok, I'm sharing the same shorts that I share on YouTube. I'm over on TikTok, and I also do other stuff on TikTok. I do reposts and stuff that I don't do here. I do Spanish language content on TikTok sometimes because it's here at our homestead, and it's my wife and I, so we do some Spanish stuff there from time to time. Lots of stuff about our cats and cooking and stuff. And then Chris's cat count is just our cats anymore, and she's starting to think about doing like a farm account. So we'll see how that all goes. That's end of this year and the beginning of next year as we get the rest of the landscaping done. So, anyway, folks, that's the end. I'm going to go forth and play for a little bit. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see everybody next time. Until then, stay safe.